Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the last class we discussed about the pollen and pistil interaction, how the pollen grain can accept by the stigma, how the chemical components are recognized by stigma, then after recognition the germination of pollen grain occurs, then it enters into the embryo sac. Based on the entry of a pollen tube into the embryo sac, there are three types of entry: porogamy, chalazogamy and mesogamy. All these things we discussed in the last class. In that, very important, compatibility and incompatibility. Okay. Today another small topic, that is the artificial hybridization. After knowing about the pollen and pistil interaction, we can use that knowledge in a hybridization techniques or a breeding programs. Then what is artificial hybridization? It is nothing but the artificially we can fertilize the flowers by changing the species or changing the different varieties of pollen and stigma. Here in the artificial hybridization, first point, in order to avoid the self-pollination. What is the purpose of artificial hybridization? Means in order to avoid the self-pollination. Why? Because the continuous self-pollination which reduces the yield, which reduces the fertility of the offsprings. That's why in order to avoid the self-pollination and to bring the changes or varieties in the offspring, we promote the cross-pollination. Then what is the use of artificial hybridization? We can use this method in a breeding programs. In artificial hybridization, mainly we have to do important two steps. This artificial hybridization and these two steps are for a bisexual plants. In case of bisexual plants, means a flower which have both the sex organ. In that, first step we have to do, that is the emasculation. Remember one thing, this is very important for a 1 mark question. They will ask what is emasculation, what is the use of emasculation. Emasculation means removal of an anther from the flower bud before the anther dehisces. Means in bisexual plant we have to remove the complete stamen or anther. ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಫೋರ್ಸೆಪ್ಸ್. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಆಂಥರ್ ಡಿಹ್ಯಾಸ್. ಇನ್ನು ಆಂಥರ್ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನು ಆಂಥರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಆಂಥರ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸು ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು ಆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ದೇ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದೇ ಫ್ಲವರ್ದ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ we have to remove the anthers from the flower bud before anther dehisce. This process is called as a emasculation. Okay, it is very important for a 1 mark IMP. Next, after emasculation, next step, that is the bagging. The emasculated flower have to be covered with a bag of a suitable size to prevent the contamination of its stigma with unwanted pollen grains. ಈಗ ಆಂಥರನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಬಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಕವರಿಂದ ಫುಲ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಜೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟಿನ ಫ್ಲವರ್ದು ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನನ್ನು ಇಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪಾಲಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟಿಂದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಇಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ದ contamination of its stigma with unwanted pollen grains. Unwanted pollen grains ಅನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂಬಂಧ we have to cover the flower buds with a plastic bag or a thin cotton bag. Next, the mature pollen grains collected from another anther of a male parent. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟನ್ನು we have to select as a male parental plant. From that plant we have to collect the pollen grains. Then those pollen grains are dusted on the stigma of a emasculated flower. ಏನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ just we remove the anther. Only we remove the anther, still the carpel is present there. Okay, then the pollen grains which are collected from the selected male parental plant, those are dusted on the stigma of that emasculated flower. Then if the female parent produces this is condition in case of a bisexual animals. Bisexual animals we have to use the 2-step for a artificial hybridization. Okay, but in case of unisexual flowers no need to do any emasculation. Only the female flower buds are bagged before flower is open. ಯಾಕೆ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ in order to avoid the unwanted pollen grains. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೇಡದೇ ಇರೋ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನು ಗಾಳಿ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪಾಲಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ flower open we have to covered or bagged with the plastic cover. Then later the pollination is by the desired pollen grains. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ pollen grain ಬೇಕು ಆ pollen grain ಇಂದ we can use for a hybridization technique. In this hybridization 2 steps are very important, emasculation and bagging. Okay, after this artificial hybridization, next topic and a interesting topic, that is double fertilization. Double fertilization, it is in case of a angiospermic plants. Mostly we can see this type of fertilization in angiospermic plant. Here double fertilization means both the 2 types of fertilization we can see here. Double fertilization, here we can see triple fusion and syngamy. You already know syngamy, it is a fusion of a male and a female gamete. Triple fusion, that we can study later words. First, when pollen tube enter into the embryo sac. Yesterday we discussed in the pollen and pistil interaction, when the compatible pollen grain deposited on the stigma, it absorbs the water and nutrients which are present on the tissues of the stigma. Later it starts germinating and it produces the pollen tube. That pollen tube enter inside the embryo sac by the synergids through filiform apparatus. Then the pollen tube releases its content into the cytoplasm of the embryo sac. what are the contents which are present in the pollen tube? 2 male gametes. Okay, the vegetative cell divides to form a 2 male gametes. Okay, in that those 2 male gametes, in that one of the male gamete fuses with the egg nucleus of the embryo sac. One of the male gamete fuses with the egg nucleus of a embryo sac, which is present at the micropylar end with the synergid cells. Okay, we already know the structure of embryo sac. Just imagine at the micropylar end, the 3 cells are present, 2 synergid cells and 1 egg cell. At chalazal end, 3 cells are present, those are antipodal cell. At the central cell is present, in that central cell 2 polar nuclei are present. Okay. One of the male gamete which is already released inside the cytoplasm of the embryo sac, that is fused with the egg nucleus. Okay. This fusion is a fusion of a male and a female gamete. It is called as syngamy. It is very important. Syngamy means fusion of a male and a female gamete. Next, the fusion of male and female gamete thus results in the formation of diploid zygote. Here male gamete is a haploid, female gamete is also haploid. By the fusion of 2 haploid gamete, it produces the diploid zygote. You already know that zygote is always diploid in condition by the fusion of male and a female haploid gametes. Next, the zygote laterwards develops into an embryo. The laterwards embryo develops by the zygote. Next point, another male gamete which is released inside the embryo sac, the remaining male gamete which is fused with the 2 polar nuclei of a central cell. The 2 nuclei which are present in the center of the embryo sac, those are fused with the another male gamete to produce a triploid primary endosperm nucleus. 1 male gamete, 1 polar nuclei plus another polar nuclei, 2 polar nuclei plus 1 male gamete to produce the triploid. Triploid means 3 haploids are fused to form a triploid. That triploid is called as a primary endosperm nucleus. PEN. They will ask in the examination what is PEN, primary endosperm nucleus. It produces by the fusion of 2 polar nuclei plus 1 male gamete. Okay. This type of a fusion is called as a triple fusion. This type of fusion is called as a triple fusion. Triple means 3. Okay. In this triple fusion, we can see the fusion of 2 polar nuclei plus 1 male gamete. Okay. Then the PEN means the primary endosperm nucleus again develops into a endosperm. We can discuss in the later classes what is endosperm. Okay. The fusion of 1 male gamete plus egg nucleus to produce a zygote, that zygote develops into a embryo. Here 2 polar nuclei plus 1 male gamete produces to form a pen. Okay. This type of fusion is called as a triple fusion. The pen or a primary endosperm nucleus develops into a endosperm, okay, which provides nutrition for a developing embryo. Next, here double fertilization means both the syngamy. Syngamy means fusion of a male and a female gamete. Then triple fusion. Triple fusion means fusion of a 3 haploid nucleus, 2 polar plus 1 male gamete. both syngamy and triple fusion takes place in the embryo sac. This phenomenon is called as a double fertilization. It is very important. In examination they will ask what is double fertilization or what is triple fusion, what is PEN, what is syngamy. These three are very important. It is very easy and it is very important. You can see here the pollen tube enters through the micropylar end of a embryo sac and again it releases to male gametes. In that, one of the male gamete which is fused with a egg cell to form a zygote. Zygote is a diploid in condition. Another one is fused with the two polar nuclei to form a PEN. Primary endosperm cell means it is a cytoplasm of the embryo sac. Okay. PN means primary endosperm nucleus. It is in a triploid condition. Triploid in a 3N anta symbolically use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Then the three antipodal cells are present at the chelazal end. They are going to be degenerate at the time of double fertilization. Yesterday we discussed like that after entering of the pollen tube, the synergid cells is completely degenerate and it changes its shape and it gives a nutrition to the developing zygote and a formation of a primary endosperm nucleus. Here also you can see the degenerated synergid cells. At the micropylar end only you can see the zygote formation. At the chelazal end you can see the antipodal cell. Those are the degenerating antipodal cell. At the center you can see primary endosperm nucleus. The primary endosperm nucleus again develops to form a endosperm. The zygote develops to form a embryo by the process called embryogenesis. That we have to study in a post fertilization events. In the post fertilization event, we have to study the formation of endosperm by the primary endosperm nucleus and we have to study the formation of embryo by the zygote by the process called embryogenesis. These are the important concepts in a chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants. This topic double fertilization is very important and a very easy topic. In examination many questions will come from this topic. Okay. I hope all of you getting these points. Okay. Write down the notes daily. If you have any doubts means you can easily ask in a comment section or you can ask in a WhatsApp number by text message. Tomorrow means in the next class we can discuss about the post fertilization events, that is a formation of endosperm and a embryo. Okay, this chapter is very important, don't neglect this chapter. We already completed the 80% of this 50% of portion of this chapter. Mainly you have to practice the diagram of anther, diagram of anther, embryo sac, ovule, then double fertilization for theory and microsporogenesis and a megasporogenesis, those are very important, and double fertilization and artificial hybridization. In that artificial hybridization formation of removal of anther, that is a emasculation, are very important. After completion of this chapter I will give the important questions also. If possible, I will solve the previous year question papers. We can continue in the next class. Thank you.